Part 2. Knights in shining armour, those that you already defending and stepping in to protect those they love. In the end, their armour just looks like crap, and if the story should change and the person you're trying to save turns around and says, no, it's all that shining armour dude, knight in shining armour's fault. Hey, it's all his fault. Look at him, he's all beat up, he's so grumpy and tough. He's a wild man, I can't trust him, even though you weren't, but you end up looking like the bad guy in the end because you're stepping in to deflect all the shite coming at what wasn't meant for you, it was meant for someone else to learn a lesson from. But if you're always stepping in, well, chances are life's got a little lesson for you to learn and realize on your own. So just be careful, keep your armor for what you should be using it for. I guess that's your own subconscious and your own weaknesses and your own shadow, I guess, to deflect and get to know whatever. It's all a bunch of shite, if you ask me, a shite show. A morbidly romantic realm of life and death, where everyone's just supposed to be happy and not pay attention to the fact that they need more prisoners, more sick people, loads and loads of them every month when with graduates, the nurses graduating, doctors, lawyers, bailiffs, protection officers, police. They all going to need criminals, and they're going to make that noose tighter and tighter and tighter to stress people out, to cause them to do things they normally wouldn't do. But times are getting so stressful. Your little one bedroom, which is currently what, $3,000 a month right now, in about 10 years will be $4,500. So tighten that noose, because they need people reacting in ways they didn't need to. They normally wouldn't act. So, this knight in shining armor would rather use it for the whole ensemble of people rather than just the one solitude little soul that I was once using it for before, getting ding-danged and marked up and scarred up trying to be the dude to come to the rescue, when really it was unnecessary to come to the rescue, because forces were already underway to do what they were meant to do. And perhaps I got in the way where I shouldn't have, but hey, it was all fun and learned something about myself. So with the constant need of sick people, criminals, drug addicts, and even sexual transgendered patients, there's more doctors in plastic surgery graduating every month. They're going to need all those people doubting themselves, mental disorders, or whatever one should call it, so that they go and change their gender, and then guess what they have to do? Go see a mental health professional to help deal with the change and the dramatic wave of different energy coming at them. Because if you think it's easy to be a female, give your head a shake. Anyways, be careful and realize, forgive them for they know not what they do. What's a sinner after all? Some guy who's sitting a drug addict, homeless on the street, will put him in jail. But let's ignore the those who are trying to just fill their files with case files that will last them entire lifetimes. Let's forget those. Feeding off each other like. So what really is a sinner is that let's not go into details, but just know, in order for this shit show to keep going, they need those criminals, they need those victims of crime, they need diseases, they need everything as possible to keep the show going. But in the end, it's teaching everybody something, so it's all really for just causes and desserts. But in this realm of conjecture and speculation, it's just a shite show of immaturity and Neanderthal thinking. At some point, civilization will change and hopefully ascend into a different realm where we're not feeding off each other. Hush, 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 hush. Class dismissed.